In nature, venom is one of the most dangerous weapons, capable of deciding life and death in just a few seconds. But what is more terrifying is when the target is not just ordinary prey, but their very own kind. From snake species possessing extremely potent toxins to those specializing in hunting other snakes, all use the same cold and effective survival tactic. Every hunt happens quickly, decisively, and with almost no second chances.
Man, he's got a lot in there. You can tell by
Today, you will witness the most brutal moments of venomous snakes hunting and cannibalizing their own kind, recorded directly in nature. Snakes fight to the death. On the ground, two white snakes are wrapping tightly around each other in a fierce territorial battle. Not relying on venom, this snake species uses pure muscular strength to subdue each other. The bleeding wounds on their heads prove this is a real battle and not just a bluff. Despite carrying no venom, their jaws possess hundreds of sharp, backward curving teeth, creating a trap that locks the opponent tight. Tension rises as both continuously launch lightning-fast strikes. Although the bite force is not strong, the rapid and continuous attacking pace makes the opponent gradually weaken from blood loss. The two bodies coil and squeeze each other. Every wrap aims to compress the chest, cutting off breathing and draining the opponent's stamina. This is purely an endurance race. Whoever has a better tolerance threshold will be the winner. After exhausting their strength without being able to take down the opponent, the survival instinct speaks up. One accepts giving up and retreats, yielding the dominance to the more stubborn one. Water moccasin versus rattlesnake. Along the dry stream bank, the rattlesnake slithers across the rocky patch. It is starting a new day with hunting trips. However, a water moccasin has sniffed out the target and slithers out to confront it. With lightning speed, the moccasin lunges in to crush the opponent. Both are venomous, but the moccasin utilizes its size advantage. It bites accurately into the rattlesnake's neck, subduing the sharp fangs and injecting venom to paralyze the prey. The moccasin has the ability to partially resist the venom of other snake species, helping it confidently maintain the bite. The body-ravaging venom spreads extremely fast, tearing apart muscle bundles and blocking the bloodstream, making the rattlesnake lose its ability to resist in just a blink of an eye. The water moccasin is not in a hurry to eat. It steps back and patiently observes. Only when the opponent has completely collapsed does the hunter feel assured to begin the meal. The moccasin opens its flexibly jointed jaws, swallowing the opponent from the head to help the prey's scales lay flat, easily sliding through the esophagus. In the wild world, the one carrying a deadly weapon is not necessarily the ultimate winner. snake versus horned lizard. Amidst the hot, dry ground, the egg-hunting snake is starting its hunt. A female horned lizard stands still by her nest of eggs, looking very tiny, but what she is guarding is her entire future.
Another predator, a coach-whip snake.
When the snake approaches, she does not run away immediately. An unexpected lunge is launched, enough to create. Distance and disrupt the opponent's attacking direction, but not enough to end it. Right after, she changes her state almost instantly. Her breathing rhythm slows down to a barely noticeable level. This is not panic, but playing dead. In nature, counterattacking is not always the right choice. Sometimes, surviving comes from turning oneself into something not worth attacking. Snake versus centipede. On the rough, dry gravel, the confrontation erupts as soon as the centipede and the snake close in on each other. The centipede utilizes its multi-legged body to grip and quickly bites into the snake's body, injecting venom through its front pair of venomous pincers. The centipede does not bite with its mouth, but uses its two front legs modified into a pair of extremely strong pincers to inject venom. This pair of pincers can easily pierce through the snake's skin.
The battle.
But the snake does not attack in a hurry. It waits for the exact moment. When the centipede reveals a loophole, the snake launches an extremely fast strike, aiming straight at the head. The snake slowly slithers away, ending the confrontation with precision instead of rushing. King Cobra versus snake. Not just an assassin, the King Cobra is also a master bioengineer. The process of a king cobra swallowing other snake species is a display of the specialized hunting technique of a cannibalistic species. The two halves of the king cobra's lower jaw are not fused, but connected by elastic ligaments. When swallowing, each side of the jaw will alternately walk forward, embedding the fangs into the prey's body and pulling it gradually into the throat. Before swallowing, the king cobra's venom has already begun to decompose the victim's internal tissues from the inside to soften the prey. Even when swallowing extremely venomous snakes like kraits or vipers, the king cobra's stomach remains safe. Extremely strong digestive enzymes will neutralize the prey's venom before it can seep into the blood through the intestinal wall. Cobra versus lizard. In front of the cobra, the lizard stands absolutely still, trying to blend into the environment to avoid being detected. This is a familiar survival reflex because many predators only react strongly to movement. But the deciding moment comes when the lizard unexpectedly runs away. It is that sudden movement that triggers the cobra's attacking reflex. It immediately lunges forward, bites and controls the prey before the distance can widen. With neurotoxic venom, the cobra does not need to constrict. It holds tight until the prey loses its reflexes, then slowly enjoys the prize. Speckled black snake versus ringneck snake. The speckled black snake holds the ringneck snake tight, starting to swallow from the head to completely control the prey's moving direction.
That's what I was wondering, like if they rip it off.
The ringneck snake has venom in both its rear fangs and neck glands, a type of toxin accumulated through eating venomous species.
That's a regular one. That's a regular one.
He's got it.
However, the digestive system of the speckled black snake is extremely strong. It can decompose all types of toxic proteins as soon as the prey slides down the esophagus.
After he's done, we should just leave him.
Although not as massive as a python, the speckled black snake has the strongest constricting force in proportion to its body size in the snake world. It wraps many coils around the ringneck snake's body, squeezing the chest tight, causing the opponent's circulatory system to be paralyzed before starting to swallow. In the world of cannibals, the stronger one lies not only in venom, but also in immunity and absolute muscular strength.
Burying his head.
Chicken versus cobra. In a narrow corner, the hen faces 3 cobras. She wisely turns her back to the wall to neutralize the risk of being ambushed from behind. The snakes deploy their signature threatening posture. By expanding their neck ribs to flare their hoods, they create an illusion of massive size, continuously rearing high, aiming to mentally overwhelm the opponent. Despite the venom, the chicken utilizes the keen reflexes of bird species. Her sharp eyes help her time the right moment, launching a peck with her hard, horny beak right when a snake gets close. The resistance makes the snakes hesitate. In nature, predators usually avoid taking risks with strongly resisting targets because a small wound to the head or eye can also be fatal. Using a static tactic, she is successfully holding off the dangerous predators. King cobra versus python. The king cobra slithers low on the ground, tracking the scent of the python ahead. It does not rush in, but silently closes in from behind, keeping a distance close enough to strike accurately.
The meal is a live ball pint.
The forked tongue is like a biological radar collecting scent signals allowing the king cobra to pinpoint the prey's location extremely accurately.
The more the latter.
The moment an opening is revealed, the death strike is launched, locking the prey tight before it has time to react. With an amount of neurotoxic venom per bite 20 times greater than other snake species, the king cobra quickly paralyzes the opponent, eliminating the risk of being counter-constricted. The king cobra has a special ability to orient the prey's ribs when swallowing, helping the long body not fold up, thereby making the swallowing process happen smoothly and consume less energy. The fact that a king cobra swallows a python of equivalent size will make its belly full for many consecutive months without needing to go hunting. What you have just watched shows that in the world of venomous snakes, venom is not only a hunting tool, but also a deciding factor for survival status. When the source of life is competed for, even their own kind can become targets. That is a harsh but unavoidable rule in nature. If you find this video impressive, hit like, leave a comment. Sharing your thoughts and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring many other dramatic wild moments.
Man, he's got a lot in there. You can tell by the thickness.
Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in the next journey of the natural world.